The obvious question is, you've got the two fillies, Content and Wingspan, the Vase runners, Luxembourg and Continuous. You'd look and say they could have run in either race.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and obviously we were trying to divide them up. Content wants a strong pace. She's, as you see her in her track work, she's inclined to be a little bit strong, can be a little bit keen in her races. She was the same in the Yorkshire Oaks, but she still won. She ran America last time and the pace wasn't really fast enough for her. Wingspan is a filly that's improving all the time and gets a mile and a quarter well, ran very well the last day. So we thought going back to a mile and a quarter might suit Content. Give her a chance, Wingspan, and go forward. She doesn't have to make it, but we'll be happy to make it because she get the trip very well. So that's the way we were just trying to split them up. She has a few, Content also has a few very good runs over a mile and a quarter.
Yes. Interesting that we go back to the very good Snow Fairy was the last 3-year-old filly to win this race, but she came here with very similar form to Content.
She did, yeah, absolutely. And she was a filly that was very good over a mile and a half as well. So yeah, so hopefully Content is obviously a very good filly. We saw what she has done and what she did in the Yorkshire Oaks that day, and things just haven't worked for her in races since then, but she's in good form.
And Pat and the team have reported favourably on how they've done this week?
Yeah, everybody's very happy. Pat is very happy, and Patrick, who rides Luxembourg, very happy. Aoife is riding Continuous, and she's very happy, and Rachel's been riding Wingspan, very happy, and Brett is riding Content, very happy. So far so good.
How long has Pat worked with you?
Oh, Jean, yeah, 29 or 30 years, I think. Pat's been there from the very start. He's Pat's a machine. He's an unbelievable man. He's travelled so many horses. I'm always thanking people after races. And I always forget to thank Pat, but Pat has with every horse, everywhere, all over the world, day in, day out. Amazing man, really.
Luxembourg, of course, runs in the Vase after running so well here last year. He has the class, and this will be his final run.
Yeah, that's the plan. We felt maybe last year we ran him in the wrong race. He just got beat. It looked like a mile and a half would have suited better. He had a very good run the Breeders' Cup last time, better than probably anyone thinks. We thought a mile and a half would suit him. So we'll find out now whether we did the right thing last year or not. So seems to be in good form. Well,
he was very brave, and the horse that beat him was a Romantic Warrior. So.
That's right. Like, obviously he was very unlucky to meet a special horse, and with the benefit of hindsight, it was probably a great run, really.
Continuous, could he jump out of the ground on better ground?
He could. His things haven't worked for him this year, but he's in very good form. His training so far has went very well. A mile and a half will suit him well, and if there's an even pace, that will suit him as well. We're very happy with him. We think he just hasn't had the rub of the green this year, but he is in very good form and is still very fresh.
Can you imagine when you started training that you'd have gone to America and to Japan and to Hong Kong all in the space of a few weeks?
No, it's different, but I think that's what makes it very special. Obviously, we want horses to compete in our part of the world, and we can't expect people to come to our part of the world if we don't go to everyone else's part of the world. I think this is a very special meeting. I don't think this time of the year anybody would want to be anywhere. It's a beautiful track, ground, facilities, hospitality is incredible, prize money is brilliant, supporters, fans. I think it's incredible, really, and I think it's very exciting for racing all over the world. We can bring these horses together and we can get a rating on them and get a handle on where the best horses are and who is the best, you know. So I think, and then punters all over the world can back them from anywhere. I think it's very special. I think it's very special, really.
Can you remember your first international winner outside Europe and England?
I can't, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm going to have a guess.
I'm totally lost, sorry.
I'm going to have a guess. Ciro, Secretariat States?
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Would it be the first?
It could have been, yeah, that's right, mile and a quarter, yeah. So the Secretariat was a mile and a quarter that time, so well done, Andrew, you've got a better memory than I have.
And shortly thereafter, in a Breeders' Cups, High Chaparral, Johannesburg, and then, but it's just exploded since then, hasn't it, international racing?
Yeah, it is. It's so exciting, but I think brings the whole world together. I think for everybody, like traveling, like fans, like I said, supporters, hunters, everybody, it's just has changed the whole world really. And I think that's the way it has to be, and I think it'll grow and grow and grow because of that.
How would you reflect on 2024, obviously with City of Troy and Kyprios, and probably great to win the 2 Breeders' Cup juvenile races leading into next year?
Yeah, exactly. We were delighted with our 2-year-olds this year. And we were delighted to get City of Troy off the stud. We think that he's going to be an incredibly special horse. And Augustus Rodin. Obviously, we missed some. We messed up some races tactically, but that's the way it is. But we're delighted. Obviously, we're looking forward to City stud and Augustus Rodin, and Luxembourg was going off after Sunday. So no, we had a great year. Everybody worked very hard, and Ryan rode brilliantly all year. And yeah, so like I said, we missed some, and like what could you say? There's still room for improvement, I think.
Just the last word. What's your feeling about the winning prospects of these horses on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's not impossible for any of them. I think Winspan, 1.25 miles, she'll be fine at it. But we'll get 1.5 miles. Content could do anything if she switches off. It's possible. Obviously, Romantic Warrior is in there. Luxembourg up to 1.5 miles. Looking at him last year, you'd say would suit him, and continues the same. It's not impossible. The 1.5 miles will suit him nice ground if it gets an even pace. They're here because it's possible. Obviously, they're not favourites, but they are very well, and we believe that it could happen. Obviously, it's difficult. Variables that you don't control have to fall with you on the day, but they are in good form, and I think it is possible.
Hayden, thank you very much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it, and we wish you the best of luck on Sunday.
Thanks, Andrew. Pleasure. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hayden O'Brien.